dark and stormy night, a collector of the macabre. 4 stories of blood-curdling terror. I'm Roger David Francis, and this is the blog of Screaming Death. In 2012, a group of West Midlands filmmakers were putting the final touches to what would become an award-winning anthology feature, Checking In. At the same time, they were also talking about a horror film project that harked back to the glory days of Amicus and Hammer. This would be the ambitious anthology film, The House of Screaming Death. Today, the film's producers and directors has gathered to begin the audition process. Let's see if we can get an exclusive peek at what's going on. We're here today with Becky Harris-Smith, one of the directors of House of Screaming Death. Hi Becky.
Hi.
Now you're one of the directors of the show. Now, how did you get involved with House of Screaming Death?
I've already been part of the team for Checking It, and this is just the next film that we're doing. So, known a couple of the directors from the places. Mark, I know from university.
Mark, do you want to tell me what your story's called and where it fits into this anthology?
My story is the second story in the anthology. It's called The Witch in the Mirror. It's set in the 1970s primarily, although there's a part of the story set in the 1930s too. And it follows the story of Lily Proctor as she moves into her uncle's house after he's deceased, and finds it's kind of possessed by the spirit of a witch.
Your story's got witches in it. Now, are witches difficult to cast?
I think they are, because they are stereotypically supposed to be quite ugly and have warts and everything, but our witches are quite different. They're just normal women, so we've been quite lucky that all of our women have been rather normal and not ugly, so yeah.
I'm here today with Alex Bourne, writer and director.
Hello, nice to be here.
So is your story, is it particularly gruesome, particularly frightening, is it? What sort of impression are you going to leave the audience with?
Well, personally, I didn't really think it was that gruesome, but I suppose in contrast to some of the other stories, it probably stands out a bit more in regards to the amount of blood and body parts flying around and stuff like that, so yeah.
And where did you find your original inspiration for this movie?
The idea of the mirror magic is old folklore, and when Becky first spoke to me about the fact she didn't talk about a witch, the first thing that came to my head was to use the idea of the mirror magic and the souls getting caught into as the basis for a story.
Diabolik. Now, what exactly does that mean?
Well, we went through a few different titles, I think, for my story. I couldn't really decide on one, but I think me and Dave were staying up late one night and that just happened to come up. And I thought, yeah, that sounds quite good.
So is that descriptive of where we're going with this story? Because I believe it's a French word. Do you actually know what it means?
Diabolical. It's a diabolical demon entity, so that's pretty much the name of the thing or entity, whatever you want to call it, that's within the house.
That's all we've got time for now. Keep checking back for more exclusive news and updates, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Indiegogo and Facebook. Thank you for watching, and remember,